Hey you, it is me. And I was listening to Angry Pistachio's, I think, a most recent stream, and she posed a question. And now I can understand why she posed it, because I was shocked. Um, she asked, after all the things that FFG or French Fry Girl has done, why would anybody watch her or support her? And up until this year, I watched her probably for about a year and a half or so, and I was a big supporter of hers. But there is one thing that I didn't do. I don't go on Twitter or X. I don't go on that site. I find it I don't know, I just don't understand it really. Like, I get it, I understand it, I know how to use it. I just am not interested in it. So whenever I get any information from Twitter / X or Instagram, I don't go on that either. I usually get it from other creators. And one of the things that I didn't know is that apparently FFG had attacked Gaining Ground or Gigi, and I don't know what was said. All I know is that she apologized and the Gaining Ground accepted it and just left it alone. Apparently he was on the attack of hers for a while, but once she apologized, he believed in her and left it alone. But she has posted something a little more recent. And again, I don't look at Twitter / X, so I would never have seen this. And I don't know if other people who watch FFG, if they also don't use Twitter / X, I don't know. But she posted on there recently something really nasty. And I wish I could put it up on the screen, but I can't seem to get it quite right. So if you want, you could go to Angry Pistachio's channel and watch her latest stream where she shows this. But it is a tweet that FFG, French Fry Girl, put out. And among the things that she said about Gigi was, at least my mother knew who I was up until the day she died. And if you don't know, Gigi's mother has dementia, and it's really sad. But I guess he helps his father take care of her. I'm not really sure how that dynamic goes, but I know that he helps a lot. And of course he loves his mother. Dementia isn't something to laugh at or make fun of, and it has nothing to do with the relationship that Gigi had with his mother before she started getting dementia. It doesn't make any sense. So why would French Fry Girl say that? That's freaking cruel. You know, I was so sad to hear that French Fry Girl's mother died. I mean, that was awful. I could only imagine the pain that would bring, especially with her family, as she tells it, are quite close. But then if you know the loss of your mother, why would you make fun of someone else's mother who has dementia? And there's this falsehood about her having it because she drank too much, and Sam Tefler said some really nasty stuff about that, which made me sick to my stomach, calling her some really awful names, saying, oh, she drank herself into dementia, essentially. And even if that were true, what does that change? That doesn't change the fact that Gaining Ground loves his mother and wants to take care of her and love her until she's no longer here. Dementia is devastating. But I don't understand these people attacking his mother. What does his mother have to do with anything? With anything? And I would have never known that FFG attacked Gigi's mother unless somebody like Angry Pistachio pointed out one of her tweets. This brings out a whole new dimension of evil in French Fry Girl. Now, I watched her for a while. I was a big supporter. I liked her. But then I noticed that she just seemed to get more and more mean. Like, at first, I was a little weary of it. And then I thought, oh, well, her and Chantal attack each other constantly. I could see where she'd be really angry and upset. And I didn't mind it so much. But then it got worse. And she started attacking everything. And I just, or I just noticed. And I thought, I don't really want to see this anymore. So I stopped watching her. But to know that she would make fun of someone else's mother who is suffering with an illness? What's wrong with you? And I know she has the whole thing, if you go low, I go lower. But what did Gigi do to you? Honestly. I mean, maybe that's the missing piece, but I thought gaining ground stopped. I never saw anything he said about her, what she said about him. But she did apologize for saying nasty things about him and his mom. And now she's gone back on that. It makes no sense to me. But God, she's gone low. And the question that Angry Pistachio said, why does anybody watch her or support her? She's far worse than Chantal, which I think could be true. I don't know. I think, I don't know how to answer that because I know Chantal isn't a great person. But FFG is not great either. I really felt strongly for her when her 2 dogs died. And then her mother, I mean, that's a lot of stuff going on. Although by the time her mother died, I already wasn't watching her that much. But when her dogs died, the things that she did, I mean, it was beautiful. It was so precious. I'm like, wow, she has a heart. But now, with the evidence that Angry Pistachio has brought to my attention, I can't help but wonder, was that even sincere? I mean, she sincerely apologized to Gigi and then recently puts out this nasty, nasty tweet, or I don't know what you call it, X, I don't know, put a thing out there. Just being nasty all over again. And I couldn't believe it. I mean, I thought Sam was bad. I thought Yaba was bad. The way they giggle and say such nasty things, from what I understand, completely untrue things. And they're just laughing and giggling over it, which I think is disgusting. I know that for me, Sam has been proven to lie about a lot of things, which, so I wouldn't put it past them to lie about all this stuff they're saying about Gigi. But even if this stuff was true, why would you say that? Why would you make fun of his mother and, oh, she's got dementia because she drank herself to it, and oh, he's an alcoholic, and he, quote unquote, supposedly hurt children. I mean, just really disgusting stuff. Why is that funny? That's what I look at. If somebody did something so terrible and so disgusting, or we're just a terrible person, it's not funny. That's not funny. I mean, sure, you can make jokes about people, etc., but that's not jokes. They're not cracking jokes. They're just saying, oh, he's an alcoholic, what are you going to do? Well, that's not a joke. That's just Mean Girls times 100. And that's what seems to be happening. And I am so upset that FFG is like that. I really didn't think that she was like that. I thought that she was more straight arrow, but apparently she's a liar, and apparently she's not a very good person if she can do that so easily and just poke and prod at somebody who, I mean, it can't be fun to have your mother maybe not remember you all the time, maybe not remember things that you did or said. I mean, that's got to be devastating because you love them so much and you remember. Why would you poke fun at that? That's not funny. So the answer to Angry Pistachio's question, why would anybody watch her or support her, is because, like in my case, maybe I was blind to it because I never read any of those tweets. I never paid attention to that. I would never have known about that. And I was blinded to it. I had no idea. I'm glad I stopped watching her. Now I'm really glad I stopped watching her because that's just beyond mean. That's just disgusting. And I never thought I'd say that about her, but man, she's the lowest of the low. That's really, you don't do that to someone. Anyway, Angry Pistachio, that's my answer for someone who used to follow FFG and who no longer does. I just didn't know the full story. I didn't know everything. Now my eyes have been opened. And it's shocking because I really had no idea. Anyway, that's all I got to say.